found footage horror hits differently. There's something about shaky cameras, raw performances, and the illusion that what you're watching actually happened that makes it far more disturbing than traditional horror. And when that style meets the atmosphere, folklore, and psychological dread of Asian horror, the result can be absolutely terrifying. Today, we're looking at 5 deeply disturbing found footage horror movies from Asia that you absolutely must see. First up is Noroi, The Curse, a Japanese horror film that many fans consider one of the greatest found footage movies ever made. The story follows a paranormal journalist investigating a series of strange and seemingly unrelated events. As he digs deeper, everything starts connecting to a horrifying supernatural force. What makes Noroi so disturbing is its slow burn realism. It feels less like a movie and more like a cursed documentary that was never meant to be seen. The fragmented structure, unsettling sound design, and creeping sense of doom make it unforgettable. Next is Gonjiam, Haunted Asylum from South Korea. The film follows a group of internet streamers who enter an abandoned psychiatric hospital to film a live broadcast. At first, it feels like a typical set, until the asylum begins to reveal its terrifying secrets. This movie works because it understands modern fear. The livestream format feels current and believable, and once the horror starts, it escalates fast. Some of the imagery in this film is genuinely nightmare fuel. Coming from Taiwan, Incantation is one of the most intense and unsettling found footage horror films in recent years. The story centers on a mother trying to protect her daughter from a cursed entity after breaking a religious taboo. What makes Incantation stand out is how personal and invasive it feels. The film pulls the viewer into the curse itself, making you feel like you're part of something dangerous. It blends religious horror, psychological panic, and mock documentary realism in a way that's extremely effective. The Medium, a Thailand and South Korea co-produced horror film, takes the form of a documentary crew following a spiritual medium in rural Thailand. But what begins as a cultural exploration soon spirals into something dark, violent, and deeply disturbing. This one feels brutally raw. It mixes possession horror with folk beliefs and documentary realism so well that it becomes hard to separate fiction from reality. The last act is especially chaotic and horrifying. Finally, there's Keramat from Indonesia, a lesser-known but highly effective found footage horror film. It follows a film crew traveling to shoot on location, only to find themselves caught in terrifying supernatural events tied to local spiritual forces. What makes Keramat so creepy is how natural it feels. The acting is convincing, the panic feels real, and the cultural mysticism gives the horror a unique edge. It's one of those hidden gems that horror fans should absolutely check out. So those are 5 deeply disturbing found footage horror movies from Asia you must see. If you're tired of the same mainstream jump scare formula and want horror that feels raw, cursed, and genuinely unsettling, these films are worth your time. Which one disturbed you the most? And what Asian found footage horror movie would you add to this list? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, sub,